All right, for those of you at home, the video on slide 11 will be here up top once it's posted. We're starting on our notes for chapter 2. We're starting on page 12 through 15. Okay, let me zoom in. Let's look at this picture. What do you notice about it?
It's an old-timey car.
It's black and white, yeah, so it looks old. The car looks old. We see Stonehenge in the background for sure. There's a house, so it's in a residential area. Good point.
There's some
Signs, I see some right here, some back there. Yeah. Yeah, they do for sure. Now, what happens though if your house is on an archaeological site? What could happen? Colin. You could, but what would they do? Yes, Alyssa. Yes, you would definitely have to give permission, but if your house is literally on top of it, they would pay you for your house and then they would basically take it down, etc. And you're allowed to say no, that's fine.
I know what they did. They said, because didn't they say yes? Because it's
most people do. Yeah, most people do, but some people don't. Yes, Anna.
How much do they pay you?
The value of your house. It depends also on what the government wants to do for it because it will be governmentally funded. Put it up, Connor. All right, so it's in a residential area. It's in an area that people live in and that drive around frequently. Scroll over to the other side if you're on the computer. If not, you can just look. Let's look at the caption. It's on the bottom caption. The two highways shown in 1930, so it was a long time ago, have been widened and are today clogged with traffic, but Stonehenge still dominates the landscape. So it's become larger, meaning the roads have become larger over time. It's a highly trafficked area, so lots of cars go through it on a daily basis. But Stonehenge is the main focal point.
Can you go in there and tour it?
Yes. You can't. You used to be able to go around it inside. I don't know if you can anymore because people used it as a superstitious, like, good luck charm and would, like, touch the stones and kiss them and stuff. So, yes.
COVID.
I'm not sure. In fact, I'm almost positive you can no longer roam around. But you can still go there. All right. Let's look at this text before you guys go. A tour around Stonehenge. Very top. What you see when you approach Stonehenge depends on how you look. A quick glance shows a circle of rather tall, grayish, chunky stones, some of which have beams called lintels. That was on our Kahoot yesterday. Across the top, linking the two neighbors. So look at your picture. Here's two stones with a stone on top. That's called a lintel. Okay? Yeah, you're right.
It looks like an H or a T.
It does. In fact, on the next section, I'm going to read it. Some people say it looks kind of like a doorway. Across the top, linking the two neighbors, like a doorway, or an H with the middle line across the top. Look more carefully and you see similar stones, but fallen on the ground. These large pillars are all saracen, a form of stone made from grains of sand that have hardened and bonded to form a tough form of sandstone. Then you may pick out some thinner, smaller stones, about half the height of the taller slabs, what Ania was mentioning, these two small ones in front, okay? These are made out of different stone that look greenish, but is called bluestone. So we've got Saracen stone and bluestone. Might not think it's important, it actually is important because they don't originate from that area. Once you identify the two kinds of stone, you may begin to notice the care and craft that went into building Stonehenge. The builders work with stone as if it were wood. So these stones did not form like this naturally either, okay? Let's look at the caption by the two Saracen, the bluestone on the bottom, and the lintel up top. Two bluestones stand in front of two larger Saracens, crowned by a lintel. This is the common pattern you see in most of the stones in Stonehenge, although some of them have fallen. None of these stones are from that area. Keep that in mind. But most of these stones are extremely heavy. This was allegedly built in 450 BC, or not 450, 4050, 500 BC.
Before Christ.
Yes. Did they have the technologies that we have today for moving large things? No. Keep that in mind. Yes.
How have they all fallen because there's been tornadoes?
They don't usually have tornadoes in that region, but some of them have fallen. But how they're still standing is also part of the phenomena or the mystery behind it. You can turn to the next page.
Whenever they say before Christ, what does that mean?
Think of think of our dates as a number line. Y'all have done number lines, yes. Yes. Think of the 0 in the middle. We are on, let me see if I got this right. If you're at home, just hold on. So we got a number line. This is 0. Everything before the 0 is BC. Think of Christ's time period right here. Everything after is AD. We are on the AD side. 2021. This would be considered the negative numbers of a number line. This starts from 0 and works back to the time of the stones being formed, allegedly. Okay, so that's just how our time works. Our calendar, yes.
Then why would it? Well then, wouldn't it be like before everything else happened?
Yeah. Now these have also been adjusted. You might see CE, circa era. It's just depending on who's teaching it to you and what you're using currently.
I heard like back in it, like BC, it was like at the 0 point, it was a 1, so it was like a countdown in years.
Yeah, that's it. So now we count up in years. Before that, we count down. Yeah, before Common Era, exactly. So you're going to find a ton of different ways and abbreviations.
That'll
Just
be
know,
weird.
counting down, we're now counting up. Okay?
That'll be weird.
All right, you guys, hold on. If you're at home, we're going to pause for what do you have today? Art.